PEGI 18.
We knew from the beginning that when Wake ends up in the dark place, getting out from there is going to be a long, hellish journey and a hard struggle. And I guess that where we are now is fiction becoming reality.
I was playing a lot of fantasy games before I really had ever heard about Alan Wake, and a friend recommended it. And it had a big impression on me just because of how complex the characters were. Seeing a game that rivaled other mediums with its complexity of character was really inspiring to me.
Hello?
The game that sort of nailed Remedy and their storytelling.
I was mostly impressed by the atmosphere and the lighting, and especially I think the use of music.
It was unlike anything I'd ever played, and it felt like I was transported into this playable Stephen King novel with this weird story taking me for a crazy ride.
It was first of all proving that we can do bigger games in Finland. There's this Finnish flavor in it that you cannot really put your finger on it, and I like it dearly.
We are kind of like cherishing our culture and what we are known for, our quirky little things and manners.
Obviously, before Alan Wake, you had Max Payne, which was quirky and strange. But I would say Alan Wake kind of took those qualities and ramped them up to 11. And it's very rare to see a game that is equal parts horror, humor, and strangeness.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
It was very, very important to me to come up with a hero character who is not a professional hero. Him being a writer allowed me to explore the idea of creative process and writing process as part of the plot, which keeps on being an element, of course, in Alan Wake 2 as well.
I think it's kind of common knowledge that we took a lot of inspiration from Twin Peaks, and there was nothing quite like that at the time. We tried to, in that game, integrate the story into the gameplay more, so with the manuscript pages the player found, kind of try and find novel ways to kind of tell the story.
These projects are huge endeavors, and many things, many of them totally out of your control, need to click into place for a big game to happen. There is an element of luck. The same very cool concept at a certain point in time might not get any interest or excitement around it. Suddenly everybody wants it.
Fuse box is missing a fuse.
Horror as a genre in pop culture overall has been growing in popularity a lot. And I think that was the missing puzzle piece in creating a concept of Alan Wake 2 where everything just suddenly clicked into place and was very exciting.
In the build-up to the Game Awards, announcing Alan Wake 2 was huge for us. It was huge for the team because this is an idea that has lived in Sam's brain for 13 years, and now we finally get to present at least a sliver of it to the world.
This is so exciting. Alan Wake 2, it's been a decade. Fans have been asking you for it. Why is now the right time to bring him back?
We knew this is going to be a pretty scary experience. But now we are convinced everybody is ready. You are ready.
We showcased a demo of the game when we were at the Summer Games Fest. We chose a mission which takes place on Saga's side, and it showcases the Pacific Northwest.
She's investigating, there's a lot of supernatural weirdness. For fans of the franchise, it's a return to Cauldron Lake, an old friend, and it's got Casey in it.
Remedy's really found its niche. We know our strengths. We know what we are good at. We know that is world building, that is atmosphere, and we keep building on these strengths, and we keep investing into all other areas and seeing how can we do more, how can we go bigger, how can we go bolder.
It's a story that you're not told, it's a story that you play. And the team has done a lot of really great work in coming up with unique and interesting ways to make that experience playable.
Between every game project that we have made, we have done a new concept of Alan Wake 2. It's been frustrating through the years not being able to get it started and be excited about it, and then it's not happening. I think that the game we are now making is by far the most exciting, the most interesting and ambitious one out of all of those concepts. And I'm really, really happy that it's this Alan Wake 2 that we are making and none of the earlier ones.